Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into the shadows to explore the upcoming horror film, The Watchers. Settle in, grab a flashlight, maybe, and let's dissect everything we know so far about this mysterious new flick. Before we lose our heads, make sure to grab your piece of top all-time gear at our website, link at the top of the description. First things first, The Watchers is slated to hit theaters on June 14th, 2024, so mark your calendars, horror fans. The film is shrouded in a bit of secrecy, which for us horror enthusiasts just adds to the excitement. Written and directed by Ishana Night Shyamalan, this is actually her directorial debut. Now, the name Shyamalan might sound familiar. That's because Ishana is the daughter of the legendary Mr. Night Shyamalan, known for mind-bending thrillers like The Sixth Sense and Unbreakable. So, with that kind of pedigree, you know The Watchers is bound to pack a punch. The cast of The Watchers is pretty stellar. Leading the charge is Dakota Fanning, who, let's be honest, has practically grown up in front of our eyes. She's no stranger to thrillers, having starred in films like Hide and Seek and The Intruder. Joining her is Georgina Campbell, who impressed audiences in the Netflix series Black Mirror. Rounding out the main cast are Oliver Finnegan and the fantastic Olwen Fouere. We don't have a ton of details about their characters yet, but with this cast, you just know the performances are going to be chilling. Now, this is where things get interesting and a little spooky. The official synopsis tells us the story follows a young artist who gets stranded in a remote part of Ireland. She finds shelter with a few strangers, but soon realizes they're not alone. Here's the kicker: unseen creatures stalk them every night. The film cleverly avoids revealing the nature of these threats, leaving so much room for speculation. Are they monstrous beasts from folklore? Malevolent spirits trapped in the wilderness? Perhaps something even more horrifying? The lack of details only fuels our imaginations and makes the terror all the more potent. So we have a stranded artist, some mysterious strangers, and unseen nocturnal threats. What exactly is the plot? Well, based on the synopsis and the horror genre, we can probably expect a good dose of suspense and paranoia. The artist will likely have to form an uneasy alliance with the strangers for survival. As the nights grow longer and the creatures bolder, secrets will be revealed, trust will be strained, and the fight for survival will become a desperate struggle. Will they find a way to escape the clutches of these unseen horrors? Or will they become another victim of the watchful eyes in the dark? Now, this lack of information about the creatures has, of course, sparked a firestorm of fan theories online. Let's dive into some of the more intriguing ones. Theory 1. The Fae folk gone wrong. Irish folklore is rich with tales of the Fae, mischievous beings with powerful magic. Some speculate the creatures could be a twisted version of the Fae, perhaps angered by the characters' intrusion on their territory. Imagine beautiful but deadly creatures with a taste for human flesh, a terrifying prospect. Theory 2. The legacy of Old Ireland. Ireland has a long and often brutal history. What if the unseen threats are vengeful spirits, restless souls tied to the land by past atrocities? Perhaps the artist, with her creative connection, is the key to understanding and appeasing these spirits. This theory adds a layer of tragic history to the film's horror. Theory 3. Something more sinister. This one goes full-blown sci-fi horror. Maybe the creatures aren't supernatural at all, but rather alien beings conducting twisted experiments on unsuspecting humans. This theory opens the door for a larger conspiracy at play, with the characters caught in the crossfire. Delving deeper into The Watchers. Alright theorists, buckle up. These are just a few ideas bouncing around the web. But what if the truth is even more unsettling? Here's why The Watchers might mess with your head in ways we haven't even considered. Theory 5. The unreliable narrator. Remember, our entire understanding of the film comes from the official synopsis. What if that's not the whole story, or worse, completely fabricated? Maybe the artist isn't stranded at all, but willingly entered this situation. Perhaps the strangers are the ones holding her captive, and the unseen creatures are figments of her imagination, a coping mechanism for a sinister reality. This would throw the entire narrative into question, making us doubt everything we see through the artist's eyes. Is she the hero, the victim, or something more sinister entirely? Theory 5. Divide and conquer. We know the characters have to form an alliance, but what if that's exactly what the unseen creatures want? Maybe the creatures are manipulative, playing on the characters' fears and vulnerabilities to turn them against each other. Paranoia could fester, leading to accusations, betrayals, and ultimately the group's downfall. The true horror wouldn't be the creatures themselves, but the human capacity for destruction when trust crumbles. Ishana Night Shyamalan's legacy. Let's not forget the director's pedigree. Mr. Night Shyamalan is famous for mind-bending twists that leave audiences speechless. With The Watchers being Ishana's directorial debut, it's safe to assume she learned a thing or two from the master. We should expect the unexpected, a reveal that shatters our assumptions and recontextualizes everything we thought we knew. Maybe the creatures are something entirely different, or perhaps the true horror lies within the human psyche itself. The power of the unknown. The beauty or terror of The Watchers lies in its lack of details. By keeping the creatures shrouded in mystery, the film allows our imaginations to run wild, crafting personalized nightmares from our deepest fears. It taps into our primal fear of the unknown, the unseen lurking just beyond the edge of perception. This is psychological horror at its finest, a film that will stay with you long after the credits roll, leaving you questioning the shadows and the whispers they might hold. So, grab your popcorn or maybe a stress ball and prepare for a wild ride when The Watchers hits theaters on June 14th. Will you dare to look away?